Proforce Automobile Limited, all right, and the railway stations in Nigeria and their impact in Africa. So these are the two exclusives on the bill today.
Orikomini Choma, and her name is Abachukwu Emma TJ Studios. Keep watching TJ Studios.
All right, it's another day, another beautiful day on TJ Studios. As usual, I'm here to serve you with spanking new exclusives. And as you see me here, it means I have something on the bill. All right, what is on the bill today? Let's delve deep into the finality or the final stages of yesterday's exclusive as I carry on. All right, okay. One subscriber requested for me to delve deep into Proforce, Automobile Limited. All right, I'll look at it. All right, okay. And then on the second bit, I'll look at the railway stations in Nigeria and its impact in Africa. All right, Proforce Automobile Limited. All right, and the railway stations in Nigeria and their impact in Africa. So these are the two exclusives on the bill today. I know Proforce Limited, Automobile Limited deals in heavy duty, armor cars where they serve it a lot with, to the Nigerian army. All right. So basically, I know they will not look only at Nigeria. All right. For other African, based army nationals in any other country who is in need of armor cars in every other, field, Proforce Nigeria Limited or Automobile Limited is here to serve you. Also, we look at the railway stations in Nigeria and how effective it is in the Nigerian system, and then its impact or their impact in Africa as a whole. So first and foremost, let's focus on a brief bio of Proforce Automobile Limited. Proforce Limited was incorporated in 2008 as a total defense solution provider specialized in the manufacturing of armored vehicles and personal protection. The company's focus is on the delivery of confidence in protective mobility. Proforce has developed a vibrant market for security and mobile protective equipment within Nigeria and Africa. I love that, within Nigeria and Africa. Proforce has exploited its deep technical know-how to produce outstanding armored vehicles for government agencies, corporate bodies, diplomatic communities, and the private sector within Nigeria and Africa. Proforce has leveraged on its superior craftsmanship to develop and produce outstanding products using only internationally certified ballistic standard materials. CEN level B7/NJIV, CEN B6/NIJIII, okay, and military standards, STAGNAG 4569 level. Proforce manufacturing plants are located in Ogun State and Rivers State, while our corporate offices are located in Lagos and Abuja, Nigeria. Proforce has international offices in Kuwait, UAE, and India. Whoa, that is one bit I love about Nigerians. They don't only focus on their country alone and then remain local. They also look at, other environs. As stated in the bio I read, all right, they are scattered in a lot of places, and don't be amazed when you see them all over the place. Let's look at the portfolio of Proforce Automobile armored cars, okay? All right. Proforce manufactured products portfolio includes the following: armored personnel carriers, APCs, armored tanks, armored cash-in transit vehicles, armored SUVs, tactical armored vehicles, unmanned aerial vehicles, armored saloons and sedans, bulletproof helmets and vests, military trucks, infantry combat vehicles, armored boats and marine vessels, architectural armoring, safe houses, rooms or safe houses slash rooms, example for banks and embassies. Okay, that is it in line with Proforce armored vehicles or Proforce Automobile Limited in Nigeria, who are known for, the production of or producing armored cars in, other various varieties for consumption. And they do not only manufacture such, vehicles for Nigerian army only, but for African and then UAE, Kuwait, and other environs. So they are not only situated in Nigeria, but are scattered across the African region. So this brief bio, as we did Innocent, all right, that of the previous one, and Nord, Proforce has come to add up to the bill as another, solid manufacturing, automobile company who deals in armored cars. All right. I know they also deal in drones as well. Okay. Military drones where they can monitor, surveillances and maps of, enemies made for army in cases of where they want to monitor, places and then wherever enemies are hiding as well. So Proforce Limited, I salute you. And I know, as we read in the bio, that you are not only focusing on, Nigeria. The focus is Africa and the world, as you have some of your, companies, or you are situated in Kuwait, UAE, and other environs. Okay, so I salute Proforce and basically congratulations to them for adding up to the African thing, and that is basically what I'm here to do. Tomorrow, like I said, no comparison. We are just doing Africa. We'll look at the others in the African region. I'll bring, to the fold others in the African region, be it Ghana, South Africa, wherever there is an indigenous manufactured automobile company there. We'll look at it and then I'll delve deep into it. Now, let's move on to the second bit, the railway stations in Nigeria. All right, so the impact of the African development or development in Africa is scattered across all regions. All right, I am basically starting with Nigeria because they major on products and companies in their country, and the major or majority stake of it all does not only fall in Nigeria. They try as much to move their companies out there. We all know I did a podcast where I said Nigerians are the gateway to Africa, where they have companies scattered all across Africa. Some companies of Dangote, like Dangote Sugar Factory, Dangote Cement, and so on and so forth. Access Bank and other companies are not only situated in Nigeria. These are global thinkers. They don't only rise up or make money of a company out of a company and enjoy the profit and stay within Nigeria and tag themselves as businessmen. They try as much to go wide and broaden the scope of whatever they do out there by spreading their wings to other African countries and to the world as a whole, both internally and externally. Now let's focus on the railway bit of the Nigerian space. This is from Nigerian Railway Corporation. Brief history. The Nigerian railway system pioneered the rapid opening up of the geographical area called Nigeria. The railway system thereof represents the oldest modern form of transportation in Nigeria. Railway development in Nigeria was initiated by private interest. This was later taken over by the colonial government as a government railway for the purpose of easy and cheap movement of bulk goods from the hinterlands to the seaports and vice versa. The Nigerian Railway Corporation is 112 years old, and it runs a unilaterally designed track system of 1,067 millimeters Cape Gauge. Only 30 kilometers of its track distribution is in double track, and that is within Lagos area. Nigerian railway system actually commenced rail business activities with the construction of the first rail line from Lagos to Ibadan, 193 kilometers, between 1898 and 1901. By 1964, when the construction of 640 kilometers Kano Maiduguri rail line, then known as Bonu Extension, was completed, the present core of the railway network had been put in place. So basically, this is a brief bio of this editorial. Now, latest news. Now, these are the boarding locations for Nigerian Railway Corporation. All right. They have one in Lagos, Ibadan, Kafanchan, Enugu, Warri Takpe, Abuja, Zaria, Bauchi, Ogun, and Kaduna. So these are how widespread the Nigerian rail lines are scattered all over. Let me repeat. They have some in Lagos, Ibadan, Kafanchan, Enugu, Warri Takpe, Abuja, Zaria, Bauchi, Ogun, and Kaduna. So this is how widespread, the Nigerian rail system has been. All right. In a brief, bio, or in a brief video, let's watch and let's have a tour of some few places and a tour guide of the Nigerian rail station and how their trains are, how beautiful the trains are. Let's major on one bit of it and then come back and focus on the editorial and sign out of here. The railway system thereof represents the oldest modern form of transportation in Nigeria. Railway development in Nigeria was initiated by private interest. This was later taken over by the colonial government as a government railway for the purpose of easy and cheap movement of bulk goods from the hinterlands to the seaports and vice versa. The Nigerian Railway Corporation is 112 years old and it runs a unilaterally designed track system of 1,067 millimeters Cape Gauge. Only 30 kilometers of its track distribution is in double track, and that is within Lagos area. Nigerian railway system actually commenced rail business activities with the construction of the first rail line from Lagos to Ibadan, 193 kilometers, between 1898 and 1901. By 1964, when the construction of 640 kilometers Kano Maiduguri rail line, then known as Bonu Extension, was completed, the present core of the railway network had been put in place. So basically, this is a brief bio of this editorial. Now, latest news. Now, these are the boarding locations for Nigerian Railway Corporation. All right. They have one in Lagos, Ibadan, Kafanchan, Enugu, Warri Takpe, Abuja, Zaria, Bauchi, Ogun, and Kaduna. So these are how widespread the Nigerian rail lines are scattered all over. Let me repeat. They have some in Lagos, Ibadan, Kafanchan, Enugu, Warri Takpe, Abuja, Zaria, Bauchi, Ogun, and Kaduna. So this is how widespread, the Nigerian rail system has been. All right. In a brief, bio, or in a brief video, let's watch and let's have a tour of some few places and a tour guide of the Nigerian rail station and how their trains are, how beautiful the trains are. Let's major on one bit of it and then come back and focus on the editorial and sign out of here. So basically, you can see and understand the fact that These rail lines or these train bits, train stations, train points adds up to the Nigerian transportation system. It is not mere fluke that Nigerians wanted to host, the World Cup in their country some time ago, because they are gradually, or they have added up to the infrastructure or infrastructural development of the Nigerian, market and the Nigerian space. And how large they are comes to add up to the fact that they are buoyant and economically viable to do so. Now, what is the kind of Nigeria we want to see? We want to see the kind of Nigeria where as some will come under the comment section and advocate for proper governance to be felt in the country. They feel that when that is added up to the initial or to the previous status quo and the previous state of the Nigerian country and the Nigerian region and all states in Nigeria, they will have a fair share and they will have an expanded Nigerian economy, which will add up to the African space and will become one of the most biggest and buoyant countries and economy in the whole of Africa. So I will entreat the Nigerian government to pay heed to the citizens and make sure that they steer and govern the country, all right, in the right manner to enable the country to thrive in its highest order. All right. Okay. So that is it in line with the rail station bit and then the Proforce, armored vehicles. That is it on today's editorial, or this is it on today's editorial. It is all about African unity. The next one, we're going to focus on other countries. We are not comparing anybody here. We are not competing anything here. We are just focusing on each and every other country and what they basically bring to bear. On the other hand, like I do, if you have anything you want me to discuss for you and is relevant and quite researchable, do well to drop them in the comment section and I'll do the needful. Okay? Drop certain comments, like I said, and topics which are much more educative, and then I'll do the needful by touching on it. Also, the last time I mentioned that we are putting together a WhatsApp group where everybody can join, share topics, share links of, any other thing within Africa that needs to be touched on, which I have not seen, and I'll basically touch on them. Okay. In the same vein, I'll also, invite people or certain people on board. All right. And I will do a Zoom, live discussion about these topics and share it to our viewers. Remember, it's all about the oneness of Africa and the unity of Africa. And that is what we are here to do. My name has always been TJY. I'm your Commander-in-Chief. I'm signing out of here. See you same time. Subscribe to the channel. Join the family. Share your thoughts in the comment section. And let's do this together. I salute you.
Orúkọ mi ni Chioma, and her name is Obachukwu. TJ Studios. Keep watching TJ Studios.